check everything is in working order there, guys. Yep, that's coming through nicely. How y'all doing?
Right
That mic a little closer. There we go. And I think we're good. Ah, nice to see y'all. Hi there, Walker. Nice to see you too. Oh, goodness me. Right. Snowrunner. We gotta make some progress. We are currently sat at 55%, which is nowhere near enough. Because, as many of you may have heard this week, if you pay attention to any SnowRunner news, Phase 16 is on the horizon. It dropped on the PTS this week. Yeah, exactly, Walker. PTS is Phase 16 is in the works right now. So, yeah, Washington State, another American region. Nice to see another American region actually, because I feel like we've been spending an awful lot of time in Russia and Europe. Not that that's a bad thing, but it is nice to have another American region. And it kind of calls back to Phase 12 when we had Wisconsin. That was nice. European and Canadian, that's it. Canadian. Canadian. Yeah, but yeah, nice to have another American region on the horizon. Nice to have some nice, interesting stuff coming as well. So, in light of all that, if the PTS takes as long as it usually does, that gives us about 4-ish weeks, something like that. Maybe a little longer because it's an end of phase, end of like year region. It might take them a little bit longer to get things sorted out. I don't know. All I do know is that we have to make biggie steps forwards towards completion of this region. I've had a lot of problems over the last few months in terms of finding time to stream, having the ability to stream, coupled with Roadcraft coming out, which I have been an absolute hog for, I will say. Yeah, all of it has culminated in the fact that we are way behind schedule on SnowRunner. I thought I was going to have longer. Seemingly not. So, the goal today is to do literally as much as physically possible. We're going to start with this competition here, worth its weight in gold. That's why I brought the Azov over here, so that we can get going with that. I have also brought 6900 here. You can see it just here. I brought that down from the top of the hill. I basically kind of cliff dived down here, which was actually quite a smooth cliff dive, and then I tried to turn and rolled it. So I had to bring the earth roamer down to kind of put myself back on my wheels. But then I basically just drove around to this point and then just came straight down here, grabbed the scout trailer that we brought down, and then came over here to the refinery. And we're going to be using that guy for some more missions in the near future. But first things first, we're actually going to get started with this competition. You have to collect some gold and some silver and take it to the police station. Go. See how well we do. I have absolutely no idea. That's a great start, obviously. But I'm not necessarily going for the gold, I'm more or less just going for completion. And if we do happen to get gold, fantastic, I like that. But we'll just have to see. Ooh. Go. Again, this is a twisty road. Incredibly twisty, in fact. Oh, nice! That's where Silverrun Forest is located on Farming Sim, huh? Nice. That's cool. Washington State. Very, very nice. Should have actually figured, considering, like, you know, how many trees there are on the Silver and Forest map. But actually, there is also news in the farming sim market at the moment, because we have had the end of season pass new map revealed for farming sim, and it's actually based on a fictionalized version of an area of Scotland, which I found incredibly fascinating, to be fair. When that rolls around in, I believe it's November that it comes out. So yeah, I will definitely be taking a peek at that. See what we can do with that. Hopefully by then we'll actually have some spare time. We'll just have to wait and see. Ooh, right, okay. Put my nose in over here again and this lot of stuff. Now, do I have the crane? Just grab these. That one good. Probably will for that one as well. But yeah, as you say, Walker, Farming Sim 25 is bringing us onions and fishing, of all things. Fishing! I mean, I suppose someone's got to farm for fish, but it is, it's, and I know that there have been mods for fishing in Farming Sim previously, so it's not unheard of, it's just unusual to see it official, shall we say. So, yeah, that's going to be very interesting. Hey babe, how's it going? Right. So we're at 1:20 out of 6 minutes and a bit. Have the 2 cargoes on board. Let's install the crane. Pack those down. Then ourselves around. We're heading to the police station across my favourite stretch of water. Just being a goose. Honk. That just means being silly. For those of you unaware, which is probably all of you. Oh, whoa, right. See why I hate this little stretch of ice? It's like, yeah, pretty good, you know. But at least the Azov 6 is a pretty strong truck. Very, very capable. We should be able to get through here. Up and over. There we go. Right. Now, this is the worst part of the crossing, to be absolutely honest. And I thought I'd found a good little bit to go on. This bit here. Yeah, there we go. That's it. Well, I've just got to try and remember that for future trips, you know? I might actually make this in 6 minutes, it just depends. Yeah! It does seem like Farming Sim 25 is bringing us back quite a lot of stuff that we had in 22, plus some extra stuff, which is really nice. So I'll be excited to try that out again when that map comes out. I think that's when we'll dive back into Farming Sim. I believe that's October it comes out, so barring any emergencies, we should have plenty of time to make some very good progress on SnowRunner and also roadcraft climbing. It'd be nice to have only one of those two to worry about when that comes out, but that depends very much on how quickly we get through this phase and how quickly we get through next one and obviously the rest of roadcraft. Compared to a lot of people playing roadcraft, I am far behind. I'm so far. It just seems to be my life at the moment. I could probably stream for an entire week and still not catch up, you know? That's kind of where I am in terms of just here, huh? There it is. Yeah, I could probably stream for a week and still not oh wait, no, that's not where it is at all. Saw that marker and I thought that was it. That doesn't ruin everything. Chop good buns. Apparently, that is a very specific shop there. Oh, Walker, yeah. Don't get me started on some of the new stuff coming in 16. For a start, the three new trucks do look interesting. You know, even the small one looks interesting. You know, it's not exactly the most exciting truck in the world, but it certainly looks like it could be quite a capable little one. There we go, 5 minutes 50. Absolutely perfect. How about that? But yeah, the Buddy looks great. What is it? There's a new Slighter. Is the Slighter the Buddy? Or is that the other one? I can't remember which. I've only watched a couple of videos on it. I haven't actually committed them to memory yet, but there are some very, very interesting trucks coming, and it's exciting. And some very, very interesting trailers. It's the Chimera. The Slighter Chimera, which means it's the plaid Buddy, isn't it? Yeah, that's an off-road truck. The Chimera is a heavy truck. Right. Here we go. Head on out. Yes, I am right. Ha-ha! Genius. But, you know. But yeah. Some very, very nice add-ons coming. The folding long log trailer looks amazing. I do wonder if the P16 is also going to get its own version of that at some point, because I know that exists as a mod, but it'd be so nice to have an official version, you know. But then there's also an articulated double long log trailer, which looks incredible as well. Not sure. That's going to be an interesting one, shall we say? I'm not sure how that one is going to react and load, because the current long log trailer is, well, expensive for a start, but also, you know, it does its job, and it does it rather well, to be absolutely fair. But that long semi-trailer is going to be very interesting. reason it wasn't letting me do the winch with the control pad, as is usually the case. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting phase. There's gonna be some very cool stuff coming out, and it does make me very excited. I would like them to confirm if this is going to be the last phase, or whether we're going to get another year pass, because as much as I love SnowRunner, I think it's kind of run its course. Like, Roadcraft is such a jump in terms of the stuff that we can do, and it would be amazing to see a SnowRunner built around the Roadcraft engine, you know? So I hope they're planning that at some point. I really do. It would be really to see it. But we'll have to see, you know? We'll just have to see. But, in current news, we have some fuel here. That is for the fuel station. It's one of the tasks. We are now heading to port to get as many service parts as I can muster. Quite a lot. Quite a lot indeed. When we get to the port, I'll show you. I think we need somewhere in the region of like 10 or 12 service parts. I do not think for a moment we're going to get all of this guy, like, in one run, but dogs barking outside. Apologies if you can hear outside, by the way. I have the window open so it doesn't get too warm in here. So hopefully it doesn't pose too much of a distraction. Shortcut. I'll read your message in just a moment there, Walker. Get through that. Yes, that was the neighbour's dog, babe. Pool party, Walker? Make me jealous. I'm working Tuesday, Wednesday. Make me jealous. We can't have pool parties in the UK. It's generally just too cold. I mean, the only people with pools in the UK have indoor pools inside a conservatory. So, you know, it's not easy. Ooh, but that is true. We do have a show on Tuesday. We are going to go and see Taylor Tomlinson in Glasgow, and that is going to be fantastic. She is hilarious. Watch after midnight, and she is so funny. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what she can do stand up. That's going to be fun. Right. Let's have a look here. That's not the one. That's not the one. Consumables for this one, but those come from there. We'll use the Azov to do that later. That's not the right one either. So to the lighthouse, we need to take this small trailer that we've been carting with us, and then 8 spare parts to the lighthouse as well. We then need to take Skywatch here. We need cement. We need 2 service parts there. So we need 2 cement, 2 service parts. Again, we'll probably use the Azov for that. And then 3 fuel for the gas station. So we need to get service part there. Then to stack some more here. going to need a lot. Okay, so first things first. That's fuel. Then try and grab another one. Have a day off, eh, Walker? Very nice indeed. Well, that is a very, very nice way to spend a day off, I will say, at a pool park. That is possibly one of the best ways. Spend a day off, you know? Pop that there like that. Then what I'll do is drag this behind us as we go. Just repair points. And then let's go. So 2 of these service parts will be dropped off once we get to the top of the hill, because they're going to be going up to Skywatch, and the other ones and the fuel will be taken down to where the lighthouse is. Not sure if I'm going to do the lighthouse mission with this truck or not. It is quite a difficult little road to get. Have a look at it on the map. It's definitely not an easy climb. But then again, neither was the climb up to the what now? Neither was the climb up to the top of the hill last week, and this thing actually made it. So, you know, we might be okay. We'll just have to see. Get out of that puddle. Ooh. Without falling over, that would be better. Let's see if it can actually make this climb this time. Without, you know, just dying. At least there is fuel nearby waiting for it, so, you know, you don't have to worry about that. Ooh, you're hoping for another standalone DLC pack, eh? Yeah, there very well could be. You know, they've definitely been putting a lot out recently. So yeah, we very much could have another DLC pack at some point in time. To be fair though, at the moment, I think we're very, very good for, you know, the amount of trucks that we're going to be getting and the amount of trucks that we already have. I have not that corner very well at all. this was the bit that it really struggled with last time, so let me try going this way and then swing back around, see if that's... That's not well at all there, has it? Yeah, it really does not like this at all. This particular hill is very, very anti. Get those rear wheels up there and they just stop. Come on. At least get ourselves up there. Okay, I'm going to have to do my sneaky little winch tactic here. Come on. Really does not like that tyre. Just digs straight in there. That real middle tyre, and it just does not want to move. Ooh, steady. Get the tyre there maybe. Give me some actual full grip. You're supposed to have diff lock. This is supposed to be diff lock. You should not be, these tyres should not be stalling out like this. Come on. Should have took the long way. Yeah, I know, right? This is... It's actually kind of insane how badly this truck takes this particular part of the route. Like, what is this? All I need to do is get one tyre onto the good stuff. Come on. I actually jammed that in. Uh-oh. I think the trailer is actually jammed inside the truck now. Oh, wait, nope, there we go. Come on. Come on, baby. Nope. There we go. Finally. Jeez, oh man. That was kind of ridiculous, to be absolutely fair. Give me a trailer. I need you too. Gotta fix this. All of that meandering around has upset the cargo. This is what takes all the time. Stuff like this happens. Let's make sure we're in the right gear when we hit the gas. Up the rock face, please. Up. That's better. What on earth? Come on. No, you're not that useless, truck. Do not right now tell me that that trailer is out of range. Game. Seriously. What on earth is going on? Thank you. I'm going to say that is just ridiculousness. There we go. That's better. Now we're moving. Yeah, I honestly, Walker, I think after today's stream I might be retiring this truck. Not because it's terrible, it should be just this lack of power. You know, any other truck would have just breezed over that obstacle, you know, without any problems, you know, but this thing just needs a better power to weight ratio. That's all it needs. If it had a better power to weight, it would be a fantastic little truck. You know, very, very good addition to the heavy class. But for the fuel burn values that get this thing to, the mag defense is so much better. And that's an off-road, you know? No, come on. It's a bit of rock. You can squeeze past that. That's better. There we go. Ah. Yeah, I think in future it is going to be limited to flat terrain only. This thing. Problem is, this area is, this region as a whole is incredibly hilly. You know, if you stray off the roads for any reason, and have to stray off the roads for quite a lot of reasons, to be fair, there's nowhere else to go. You know. It's just terrain like this all the time. It does make it really difficult. I mean, obviously it's a very hard region as well, don't get me wrong. The region itself is not particularly forgiving. But yeah, it's actually, no, we'll carry on. I'm not going to take it to the Azov just yet. Got roof rack fuel, and we're going to be very close to the fuel station anyway, so that will help. Well, let's... That does mean that I'm going to have to bring another truck over here to deal with cargo. Begs the question, which one would be best suited? Yeah, because I was planning, can I steer please? Again, I know my steering is not an optional extra. Oh. Right, let me just check the map. Where exactly? So Skywatch is actually up there, so I need to drop these extra service parts. Skywatch. There we go. That goes. Right. Should be able to proper gear. We've actually got some chains on this thing. See here, icy roads with the chains, it's pulling like a champion. But those rocks were not being good to it at all. Well, let's get this fuel delivered because that at least will be another job over and done. To work out which truck I want to bring over here to deal with the rest of the cargo. Maybe we could try out the Mercer actually, that might not be a bad idea. Take this thing's trailer. We could give the Mercer a little run because we've not actually tried the Mercer and I was very impressed by it. Within the first couple of minutes of trying it, you know? Maybe. That would be a good idea. 2, 3 of those, that's that one. Perfect. Down here. Where, see the lighthouse? That's where we're heading with the rest of this cargo. What if this thing can take the 2 and then the trailer up there? That might. How do we actually get up to the lighthouse though? That is the question. Something like that, maybe? Shining in the storm. job to deliver this trailer. What's the job to deliver this trailer? There it is. Okay, so yeah, it is exactly the same spot. Yeah, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Right. I'm going to pack the cargo. Attach the trailer. We're going to give this guy one last job. Before we retire him. Feeling that I should probably try and secure you back on the wagon. Towing them behind because I get the feeling I'm going to need my winch. Try and lift this up. Dog-ended spanner. Why would I want you to do that? Come on. Get back up here. Hey. Do well. Bring down that. Perfect. Okay, let's just roll. Perfect. Alright. Let's see if we can't deliver this lot. This guy. Try out the route, and then we'll bring the Mercer over and use it to go and get the rest of the spare parts. Yeah. Then we'll only have 6 more that we need to get. Yeah, 6 more. And between the flatbed and the trailer, we can get all 6, and I bet it will be much better at tackling that terrain this thing is. But let's see how this guy does. Okay, managed that okay. Good, good, good. So good. There's the lighthouse. Now, here's the question. What is this lake going to be? Full of cracky ice, or is this mostly drivable? Yes, it is. Ooh, mostly drivable. Not that side. The log there. there is kind of a... Carefully send it like... Yeah, no kidding. Right. Let's see how it does here. Break, please. Okay, thank you. That, like I suspected, can winch help. That is some deep snow. Goodness me. Maybe just using this thing as a sideboard bed, you know, for small cargo missions like this. Maybe that is where it's at, because it doesn't seem to have any problems at all with that. That's that one. Cargo management. 2. Perfect. Okay. Store crane. Now, what's the fastest way to get this thing down? Well, fastest way is straight off this cliff. But I don't know if that's something I should do. But one thing we definitely need to do is fly off the mountain so that the Mercer can come in. Down this little hill bit, I can park it here until I figure out what I want to do next with it. There we go. And if the Mercer runs into any trouble, we have a truck here that can help. Perfect. Okay, where's the Mercer? It does mean that we have to cross from up here, but it's okay. Bother. We should be able to do that. Hungry. Also make it this fuel tank. Hey! And of course, no chains on this guy. Went for the mud option, didn't we? So. That is a very nice low fuel burn up there. Whoa, steady on, Mercer. Actually, a little bit too quick. Yeah, this thing is prompt. I think I said that last time. Goodness me, is it? Yeah. Short wheelbase does have... Oh, no. Not like that, thank you. Short wheelbase does have its slight problems in that it does make it a little bit tricky to get over some of those like spots. But very nippy. Come on, boy. That's it. That's it. Nice, very nice. I could get very used to driving this thing. Like a rally go-kart. Awesome. That's back. Whoa. There we go. Back on. Oh. That is one downside. It's a little bouncy. Which means you can hit a rock and suddenly just be spurred off in a random direction. Which is not exactly what you want, but got good stability otherwise. And very good fuel consumption so far. Not bad at all. Big test is how's it going to be under load? That's going to be going to react to a load. This thing can hook up this trailer. Never actually checked that. Kinda hoping it can, you know? Assume so. Trailer. Perfect. Look at that. Actually perfect. Okay, let's go. Get service parts. Oh, wait a minute. We need fuel. Nice fuel capacity as well, actually. 240 plus another 80. 120 litres of fuel. Very nice. How well this thing takes the terrain, though. Oh, come on, Melissa. It's an icy road, but try not to go completely sideways under acceleration. Ooh. Okay. In a straight line, everything will be good. There we go. Hey, no problem, Walker. No problem at all. I will be the last person to deny anybody their morning coffee, because I frankly cannot get started without my morning coffee. Ah, day does not begin until I've had my go juice. You know? Totally get that. Right. Now the big question here is, which way do I go with the Mercer? Do I go down this switchback and along the shoreline there? I think that's probably the quickest way back. Or do I just go via this route, which was passable, but this section here, from here through to like here, this bit is like really sus. It's like so sus. And then the rest of this route up to here is like at such a weird angle. I honestly prefer going the coastal route there, you know? It's... Plus we have the mud tyres for it, you know? Not sure how good this thing would be at rock climbing with its current tyre setup. Probably be okay, but... rather not have any trouble. Plus I want to see how this does coming back this route with the same kind of cargo that we had on the 6900. Hello, fuel truck. That guy is so out of position. He needs to be in a completely different section of the map now, to be absolutely honest. But, get him moved eventually. I'm really wanting to just kind of clear all of the missions from this map. Then we can just move everything operationally to the next map. And hopefully, at that point, just kind of blitz through the rest of the jobs, you know? But we'll have to see. There are still quite a few of them left. The fact that we're an hour in and we've got 2 jobs, or a contest and a job, and task done already, and we are in the process of finishing another job, is good. That is what I like to see, you know? I would love to be able to get all of the jobs on this map done today. You know, that would be the best case scenario. If we get more than that done, even better. You know? Even better. But we'll have to see how things go. I'm not going to rush anything and cause myself problems. If it takes a little longer that I get the job done, rather trailer, steady on to the sun. Rather take a little longer to get the job done, you know? Opposed to crashing out. As fun as it is for you guys to watch me, I'm on a time limit now, so I need to avoid as many problems as possible so I can be guaranteed to get this done. What I would actually love to be able to do is get this map finished, get this phase finished before 16 comes out, just so that I can devote a little bit of time to roadcraft, you know, and getting that done as possible. That's getting a new map in the near future, you know, not immediately, but soonish. I do need this, done as fast as physically possible. Right, okay. Spin this around, back. Yeah. Space here. Here. There we go. Oh. Right. 6 of those. Perfect. And was really good as a semi, eh, Walker? We'll have to bear that in mind. This would probably be another good truck to use in the same way that I've set the freight line, you know, with the 6-slot trailer and parts and fuel. I bet that'd be a really good way. Yeah. Might have to try that. Right. Already it's doing a fantastic job. Avoid that hit. Just watching its fuel burn. It's really good. I mean, even at the points where it's pulling big time, like right now, it's only getting up to about 15 litres a minute, which is a really good fuel rate for, you know, for being under load. Obviously is the heaviest load in the world, but it's still an amount. Let's see how it does here. This is the test point. This is where the 6900 really struggles. Yeah, Walker, I used the 6900 to deliver the first 2 supply parts that I had left up to the lighthouse. I dropped the trailer off and gave it to this guy. Oh, look at that. No problem at all. Just pulls straight up. A little bit of winch pull here, but 900 have a lot more winch pull at this point. Going on. Oh! Okay, there's a slight problem with the Mercer. Frame is so short that the actual tow hook on the front of the trailer catches on the bottom of the bed and lifts the rear wheels off the ground. That's a slight issue for starting an uphill climb. That is a slight issue, but it's still doing so much better. Yeah, Walker, I will be using the 69. You know, I do like that truck. It's nice. I just have to find the correct use for it, shall we say? You know, because it's it's so underpowered that definitely need to think about what's going to be the best way to utilise it in the future. Come on, Mercer. truck. This little truck has gusto. Very nice. Very nice. Look at that. No problemo. Again, don't need fuel because that's the fuel station very soon. We've still got 80 litres of fuel in our that little truck is a Trojan. Absolute Trojan, man. I think because of the issue with connecting this kind of trailer, it definitely is going to be a lot better as a semi-puller. We've definitely got the right idea with that walker. But hey, you know, we have what we have right now, so let's just changing it further down the line. Dirty old converser. To be very careful with how much power I apply here, because this thing is just rolling down the hill on its own accord. Right. Let's get some fuel. Very bad. Fact. Yes, I do want to use the Freightliner today as well, Walker. Definitely. Yeah, I want to get that thing out on the road doing something. I just don't want to bring it and its huge trailer over here. I've already got quite a few trucks over here, so I think we'll try and make do with what we've got here for the time being. But if we manage to finish up all the jobs on this side of the river, and we're heading to the other side, then definitely try and break out the Freightliner. That would be good to give that a little test. If we are able to, yeah? Just depends on how things go. I will try. I will try. Okay. See how this guy does on this route. There is only one part that I'm really concerned about. That is the sharp incline. Get up to the lighthouse. Because, I might run into the issue where the trailer catches on the back of the truck again. But at least I do have the Freightliner parked there just in pace. The 6900 is part of that pace we do have. But this guy will just push on through. Go again. Whoa, okay. Found a different hole. Didn't break there. That all out. Yeah, this little climb here is the only bit that I'm really worried about, just because of the angle. But there we go. Okay, we're up. You don't really need the winch codes. It's kind of nuts how the truck will take one hill without any problem. That's just breezed straight through. And yet the 6900 I had to use the winch, pull myself, and I wasn't even dragging a trailer at that time. Incredible. Right. Lighthouse running again. Boom. Hey, it actually starts working. Look at that. Nice. Ah. Genius. Right. Oh.
Nice.
Okay. There we go. Right. Let's see. What is next? What is next? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Any more of that's on the other map? That's on the other map. That's on this map. Oh, and I've got to go from one to the next, 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 haven't I? Because they're all locked behind each other. That is so annoying. Okay. I've also got to deliver some consumables to those locations. That one is on the next map as well. So there's 2 contracts on this map. Deliver the fuel train. I've got to get these toxic barrels. Where are they? Oh, over here. Some cement over there. And then I'm going to get some cement and some service parts up to there. And I think there was also, yes, the pontoon crossing here. Not actually sure what I need for that. Send the Tiger down there, actually. Pick that task up so that we've got it. Ah, nice one, Walker. You sold the Terra Pro. Probably the best decision. That thing doesn't look very attractive at all. We went with W990 instead. You'll have to let me know how your experience with that truck, Walker, because on paper it looks like a kind of worse version of the what's that other one that has it's the other truck that has only rear-wheel drive and special coated tyres. Get it in Maine. No, not Maine. Wisconsin. Wisconsin? There's another truck that has a very similar setup. Show task. Accept. Okay. Let's see. What is that all about? Onto the other side. 2 petal rolls, 2 medium planks. Okay. Well, rolls I can get there. That's easy enough. The Pacific P512. That's the one. Yes. Yes. You'll have to let me know how it compares if you've used the 512 at all, because, you know, from what I've seen, neither one of them are particularly standout. You know, they're not the worst ever, but neither of them are particularly standoutish. Right, actually, I'll do this one right now. The other side. Let's put that on the track. Let's head out to this guy. We've got cargo. As it's on this side of the map, we'll get it. Da, da, da. Did I put chains on this thing? I think I did, didn't I? Okay. It certainly seems to be behaving as if I put chains on this thing. Yeah. Oh, nice. Very nice walker. I suppose it just depends on the level of challenge you want, really. Some of these trucks that don't have all the features, and, you know, particularly some of the American trucks, can be a lot more interesting to you. Me, I prefer to use a truck that just gets the job done. Whoa, 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 whoa! What was that? That was a side kicker and a half, goodness me. Oof. That's a little too much pad on the stamp, I think. The non-snowy maps, yeah. I would say the same thing, yeah. There are some trucks that are definitely just not suited for snowy terrain. I think all of the aforementioned trucks that we're talking about just there are probably trucks that shouldn't be used on snowy terrain. Thanks. Sawmill here. Uh-oh, who left this trailer here? Silly. Ah, we only have one medium plank. Two. Those. Okay. Past me is laughing at me right now. Does seem to be able to chew through fuel just like the 69. That all-wheel drive again. It's just cruising. It seems to do a very nice job of doing so, you know, but yeah, it's a thirsty redouble when it comes to the load again. Probably why this particular setup is so good for it. Didn't work out last time. I think it was like 800 fuel and 900 repair parts. Something like that. Oh, it's got a good horn, does it? Let's try. Ooh, yeah. Very nice. Very nice indeed. That is a good horn. All the running lights that it has, actually, that looks really cool. Not a lot of trucks have that. It's like a Christmas tree. That's kind of cool, actually. I like that. Remind me again, is this trailer a high saddle or a low saddle? A high saddle, isn't it? Yeah, high saddle. Yeah, it's slightly annoying. I was thinking I could use this truck to deliver the fuel trailer as well. That's a low saddle fuel trailer. So that's not going to work. I'm going to have to bring the truck out with a low saddle on it to pick that up. Oh well, no matter. Okay. 2 metal rolls. Perfection. Back to the pontoon bridge. Action. Now that I think about it, I think it's a third job we've got to do in this area as well. Yeah, the northern rock slide here. Actually, you know what we're going to do? I'm just going to back this guy up. Drop the trailer off for a minute, pick that up, just drop that job done. Discovering, remembering more and more jobs that I've got to go and do. My job for today is getting harder and harder. This will be a good little test to see how this thing performs in the snow though. Definitely more hot. Although we obviously don't have any weight on it. job. Oh, 2 medium. Thanks. Are you kidding me? Kidding me? I've got 2 medium planks. Gosh darn it. Okay. Slight change in plan. We're gonna see how this thing reacts to being under load and also in snow. Darn it all. I hate that. I actually hate that. That is so annoying. But no matter. That also means we've got to pay to the sawmill to get some more medium planks for the pontoon. But never mind. You know, it's all jobs being completed. It's all percentages. Consumables. What are you talking about there, Walker? I didn't see no need for consumables. Right. Alright. Come on, dude, let's go. Into the wilderness. I don't think I'd be coming up this trail like this today, that's for sure. Actually, completely forgotten about these 2 jobs. I've noted them on the map, but I have not think get around that corner. I can try and go between the trees. So go between the trees. So unless I get stuck there immediately. Oh my lord, come here. Control system is messing up again. That's better. There we go. Right, start tracking. Cargo. 2, thank you very much. Now, I think I'm just going to carry on round and rejoin the road up here. Just round there. Like that. Just to save myself the trouble of trying to reverse this. And, yeah. See how it goes. We do only have 2 metal rolls on board now after all, so we should be able to make this. It says, hoping that he's not digging himself an early grave. That would suck. Don't really have any other choice, to be honest. Oh, I've got to turn the lights off. Thank you very much, Walker. You know, it would be interesting if that made a difference in the game. You know, like in hard mode, if you left your lights on, you could flatten the battery. Something like that, you know? That would be an interesting little addition to hard mode, you know? You'd have to bring another truck to your truck, jump start it. Something like that. And then you'd be good to go again. So many extra little things that they could put into the game. This is why I say I think we need a SnowRunner 2. You know? Not that SnowRunner 1 isn't terrible, but... yeah, not that it's terrible, but more that it's... there are so many other things that they could be doing. Indeed, so far this little truck is proven its worth. You know, this is actually very impressive. This is some swampy ground as well. I remember this little bit here. And, my other trucks definitely struggled. Down to here. Okay. Yeah. Helping hand here. A little bit too deep for it. Like that, back underway, and again it's only peaking at about 12 to 13 litres of fuel at the moment, which go up to 14, 15 now, but still that's not too bad. It's certainly a lot better than the 69, you know. Ground clearances were good as well, Walker, isn't it? Yeah, definitely. It's... setup is definitely working really well. And it's capable as well. Right. Back on the road, back into main drive. There we go. Perfect. Onwards. Yeah. Yeah, this thing is really good. More wooden planks, and then we can drop them down. We have the Deeks with this big crane. Just drop this cargo off the side of the bridge here, and Tega down there can pick it up and drop it off for mission. That'll save us having to drive down there with this thing. Not that I don't think it would make Not that I don't think it would make it, that it wouldn't make it. Yes, that. But means that this truck is more readily available for other missions. 60 kilometers an hour. Haha. I wish. It's actually quite nice to have a speaker on this game, you know. Yeah, we've got fuel burn and we've got the gear selector and all that kind of stuff. But it would be nice to see actually how fast we are progressing. Let's go. That thing is really in play now. Goodness me. Right. So, first things first, we're going to make some planks. 2 others, please. Pontoon crossing. Right. Perfect. Oh, here we go. Any second now. Out of the way. See, this is what I get for leaving trailers everywhere. All of my routes blocked. Impressive that it's actually done all of this back and forthing so far on, what's that, 230 litres of fuel, something like that. That's pretty good. Well, we do need to get some fuel for this thing now. Far Cry games, eh? I never got into the Far Cry games. I don't think I really paid much attention to them, to be absolutely honest. I think I did play one of them. I think it was the one, Far Cry 4. I think it was Far Cry 4 that I played. Yeah, that sounds about right. But I never really played much of it. I played a little. I didn't go too kind of crazy. Yeah. Spot. About. Yeah, something like that. And that's got the engine. Cargo. Perfect. Right. Six. Let's drop this down. Goodness me. I take it he's quite a fan of those games then, doing that. Like me with Snowrunner. That's good going, that is. That is very good going. Impressive. You know, problem, actually, I'll tell you what my problem, and it's going to sound really, really weird. My problem with those games, Far Cry games, and also to a lesser extent the Assassin's Creed games, is that they became a kind of a game like too much of the same stuff, you know? Which is weird considering I play Snowrunner, right? But yeah, I just found them a bit samey, you know, after a while. Once you'd done a couple of areas, everything became very much the same. Which I understand is really weird considering that, you know, I do the same thing in Snowrunner over and over and over again, and I keep playing it. Yeah. That. Right, and now take a beat, please. Actually, whilst we're here, guys, I want to introduce you to someone who might look familiar. Check that out. It's finished. A scale Taiga in Lego. I even did it in Lynx Streams Blue as well. Yeah, it's really cool. Look, watch this, right? These unhook here. Sides fold down. Same on both sides. All of those fold down. Really nice. Nice little extra detail there. Then, obviously, doors open. Engine cover comes off. See in there? Fully detailed in engine bay exterior. Yeah. Eventually, I will get around to working out how to control this thing, because it actually has, just here, a battery pack control unit. It's fully motorized. I mean, look at this. Look at the underneath of this thing, right? Look at that drivetrain. You see? It's got differentials, front, rear, all that. Ooh. And yeah, it's kind of insane. Yeah, fully functioning suspension at the front here, as you can see. The whole actual front suspension unit has play. It just moves. Ooh. Like that. Yeah, it's really, really cool, you know? Really cool. But like I said, eventually I will, because in order to control these things, I believe it's done through an app now. And you've got to download the app, and then you've got to like map out all the controls on the app so that they link to specific motors and do specific things. So I've got to figure all that out. So it might be a little while before you see the motorized version in action. But once I get it up and running, I will record some videos and give you guys a showing, shall we say. Where the thing struggles, sadly. Not good. right where I am. That's actually perfect to grab all this stuff. But yeah, it's got a fully working differential system. There's actually 2 switches in the cab that I can't really show you at the moment. But they disengage the differentials on both sides so that you can actually have all the wheels working at the same time, or only one side, like one motor doing one side, one motor doing the other side. It's really cool. Really very, very cool. Right, come here, wooden planks. Yeah, he's finished my Lego Tega. And let me tell you, despite checking the parts list about 3 or 4 times, I still ended up with missing components. And I had to, part of the actual front roll cage is actually jerry-rigged from other parts that I had, because there was literally no other way for me to do it. I didn't have the parts. Last planks. Down. Boom. One pontoon bridge. Perfect! Ah. And another one down. Right, where are we looking at percentage-wise? 63%. That is looking a whole lot better. Right. Now then. I need to deliver that fuel truck trailer, but that is not as important right now as other things. So, what I need to do now, I think, is take the Azov, or do I do something else? I need... Where are dangerous routes? Dangerous routes. No, which one is it? It's this one here, isn't it? Coast Guard. This one here. I wonder if I could use one of the trucks I have over here, because the first checkpoint's there, second checkpoint is there, and then we switched it over here. 3, 4, 5, and then 6, and then 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so I actually have... Sorry, Walker, what was that? That scared you. What? What scared me? But, oh, yeah, probably. Did I make a noise? Yeah, probably. I probably did get slightly alarmed by something there. Let's jump in Derry, because it currently does not have any trailer attached to it, and I'm right next door to where these first 2 points are. And I should be able to make it down to them. I know it says Scout recommended, that's recommendation to give. So, grab a little bit of fuel out of the Locust truck. This is a cool truck. I love the triple wheel setup at the back. It is actually I will go out on a limb and say it's probably my favourite truck. Okay. No, it's probably in my top 5. Right, let's just grab a little bit of fuel on there. That should do it nicely. You did the checkpoints while hauling cargo with the Kenny. My goodness, that is brave. Honestly, I kind of wish I'd known about this particular mission a lot sooner, because back when I was scouting the map, I could have done this. You know, I could have gotten quite a lot of these like earlier on if I'd just known that there was a mission to do so. But never mind. We will get them now. At least I can get this one quite easy. Okay. Next one is where exactly? There. Okay. Oh. Says immediately losing half the suspension and tyre. Yeah, okay. Case in point, be more careful in future. These things are literal sorting. Oh, don't you dare. I think they're actually made out of solid cast iron. Right, okay. We will get ourselves off there. At least from here I should be able to, when I need to, I can just drive around here, pick up this little road here, and then just kind of work my way back up to the main road and then back to the garage for repairs. I'll do that. Yeah, I'll do that there. Right, okay, so the next checkpoint is down here. Okay. If I could get that with the Mercer. Because I think checkpoint 3, yeah, checkpoint 4, and then checkpoint 5. And 6 is up there. Okay, okay, yeah. This should be possible. We should be able to do this. Let me change over to the Mercer. There we go. And let me plot a route out of here. Down here. Just come around here. I wonder if I can actually just go straight down like there, something like that. Or whether I'm better off just going around. Either way, I need to get the Mercer and its trailer out of here so that carry on with cargo delivery later. Oh, perfect. Come here, you're coming with me. Right. Down the hill. Get these next 3 checkpoints. Then we've got to get some cargo from the island. I'm going to need, as of and the Mercer over on the island. I need a crane. Got those chemical barrels to cover as well, so plenty of stuff to be doing here. What are we doing for time? Oh, 5 o'clock, not bad. An hour or so to go before I have to knock off today. That's good, that's good. Yeah, I think I'm better off just going round. As much as I want to cliff dive there, I think a better idea is to just go round. That way, I know I'm going to end up bottom of the hill, the right way up. Never something you can guarantee. A little slower, but that's fine. Don't worry. Been using this Mercer earlier. This is a great little truck. It really is. Oh, is crafting making a comeback on phase 16, Walker? I've not had a chance to catch up with every single video that people have been putting out. I've been kind of watching a couple here and there. I didn't see anything about crafting in any of the videos I watched, but you know, yeah, crafting is slightly annoying. It's not the worst mechanic in this game, but it is a little bit annoying at times. Yeah. Not the best. Not the best. Oh yeah, this is. I remember my very first stream on this region where I came down this rocky shoreline with the LTI and destroyed my truck like almost immediately. It is not forgiving at all, this region of the map, especially this coastline. Possibly one of the most evil coastlines in the entire game. We'll get through. Yes, I can. I better leave the trailer here. Probably. Let me just have a look. 4 is right along there. Yeah, so I'll leave the trailer here for now. So when I'll pull go get the checkpoint. Out. Come on, camera. I know you don't like clipping through things, but I do want to see what's ahead of me, not what's, you know, where else. That was actually very easy to get to. Don't say that too loudly, Lynx. The game will hear. We get the trailer back. I'll keep looking at, I think. Drain the wee tanks. Give ourselves a little extra boost. Ooh, spin the wheel, Walker. Gonna get at this. And more. God, I hope for your sake it's not. That place is a nightmare. Avoid those giant ice. Oh, it's Quebec time! Not bad, Walker. Not bad at all. Ooh. Ooh, that was expected. Come on, nice shots. Be nice to me. Be nice. Ooh. Very nice, Walker. Hopefully you make some good progress. I mean, this region, I will say, as much as I have complained about it in the past, it is actually a good region. It's just so slow at points. I feel like the first half of this map, I could have, you know, written the entirety of Shakespeare's sonnet, like plays, you know, in the time it took me to beat the first half of these two maps with all the bridges and everything. Utter nightmare, but, you know, now that they're unlocked, it's not as bad, but it's still not easy at times. Got that. Yeah, well, ooh, that's actually pretty impressive. Well, Mercer. Good boy. I'll get to that. Go off-road here. The sky just there. Grab it. Okay. 0 people watching. Oh, that happens sometimes, Walker. It just, the counter just doesn't update properly. Don't worry about it. Yes, babe, I have shown them the truck. I have shown it off in its entirety. It really is quite cool. It really is quite impressively cool. Right, we'll go get some fuel. We'll go get this checkpoint. It's certainly a lot bigger than I thought it was ever going to be, that Logo model, that's for sure. You know, I did not expect it to be quite as big as it was. Kind of mad, really. Right. Oh. I go down. Wait, that's the road. Did I? Yes, I did. Go hard left. Yeah. Whoa. That. All that. Here as best I can without destroying my tyres and or suspension. Oh, definitely, Walker. You know, I mean, I am quite busy at the moment, but I will look into how I get this thing working. You know, it might take me a week or two to get everything sorted out, but I will record a video, I will upload it to Discord. That's probably going to be the easiest way to show it off. So I'll let you guys know. Okay? Let you guys know when it's ready. For its debut. In that right truck. Right. Get our trailer back. And head over to the island to grab supplies. The wrong way there. Oh, right, okay. Another pontoon crossing. One of these days, I ain't going to be as lucky as I have been with these pontoon crossings. I do not trust them. I do not trust these things at all. You're making me think that I'm going to fall off. though, this Mercer is a hopeful vehicle. Grab that before we grab our cargo. Of course, I've got to go down there. There is. Right, just was. That's annoying. What is here? There. Okay. So, what's the next checkpoint? There. Okay, and then we're actually going over to the third one. Okay. So I should probably grab a consumable part then. I can turn that into that. So let's actually go. I can do 7, 8 and that all at the same time. Second walker. I have seen your messages. Get to the cargo point here. Alright. Yeah. You're denying yourself the Mastodon. That's fair, because it really is quite an overpowered vehicle. Probably the worst overpowered vehicle in the entire game, I would say. Yeah, you don't have the 693. Yeah, the Elephant wasn't too bad. But if I might make a suggestion, Walker, like, I know it's not exactly the easiest upgrade to get, but it might be worth getting the upgrade that is up here. Because this one here is the best engine for the Elephant. And honestly, if you can get that, the Elephant will probably do pretty good with the big trailers, you know? Even going up and downhill. I mean, even going up and downhill with the second best engine, it was still okay. It wasn't great, but it was okay. It made it. But if you can get that engine upgrade, it might be better. You know, I know that means getting up here, which means doing these bridges here, which is, again, not the easiest thing, because then you need to get the wood from the other map in order to get to the sawmill, and you know, there's a whole load there. Unless you can kind of find somewhere to brute force your way up. I suppose you could always try coming up this trail here. This one that goes up here, but I mean that was passable with a scout. This trail, but it was very snowy. Yeah, but I would definitely recommend getting that if you can earlier than not. Yeah, definitely. Right. Actually, let me just see. What all do we need here? Because we have... Let's just checkpoints. That's the other map. That's the other map. So we need 3 consumables. Vehicle parts. I think we can get vehicle parts elsewhere. Yeah, on the map. Oil barrels there. Yeah, we can get vehicle parts on the other map, so we don't need vehicle parts. So we need 3 consumables. We need 2 cement there, and 2 cement there. So we need 4 cement on the trailer, and then we need the consumables, 3 consumables. Okay, cool. That is doable. Got the service parts already. So if we go 4 of those. Just one of those for now. Let me come back and get the others. Trailer there. This one. Get down. Ah. That yacht is also right over there. Come on. Pull myself across. Not a friendly bit of shoreline, shall we say? Sorry for all of these broken trees, that's all I can say. Making this like passable. Where's the drop off here? Perfect. Right. What are you saying there? I took the screenshot. Spinning the wheel. Unless I don't count. I don't quite follow you there, Walker, I'm afraid. You'll have to spell that out for me again. Not quite sure what you mean. Come on, dude. That's it. Oh, for that spinning the wheel. Right, I get you now. Okay. Yep. I get you. Get road this way. There's a barrier there, I think. Be problematic. It's until that. That's it. Come on. That's it. Pull, Mercer. No, not the barrier. Not the barrier, you fool. What are you, Mercer? What are you doing? Mercer, no! Don't do that! Don't put a tyre over there, that's... What on earth is going on there? I don't know, but I'm glad that we're out, and I'm glad that we've... What's going on? Excuse me. I'm stuck on literally nothing. I think the Mercer might have bugged itself. It's very strange. I'm literally stuck on nothing. Mercer, are you okay? Do I have to return to the main menu and then come back into the game again? I think I do, because I think something has happened there, because that's not normal. No problem, Walker. Thanks for dropping by. See you next time. Right. Come on now, gang. Come on now. That's it. Come on. So, there we go. No problem at all. was all about? I do not know, but hey, you know, we're up and running again. Oh. Grab a couple more consumables. Perfection. Right. Now then. Spot on. Right, let's have a quick look at exactly where we are. So there's one boat there, and there's one boat, annoyingly, all the way down there. That's okay. Might even be able to get the Western Star to go and do that one. Right, where are these? Those need to go over to the dock. Okay. We do need a crane to get them. So let's grab the Azov. The island. Fuel grab whilst we go to the filling station. Head over to the island. We'll grab the chemical barrels back. I don't think there are any more checkpoints on the island. They're all down by the coast. Yeah. But, let me just double check that, because 9 and 10. Yeah, okay, so they're down next to the last of the boats. Okay. Let's see what we can get done. We've only got half an hour left on today, so I'm not sure I'm going to get all of this map done at face, but we are going to be incredibly close, I think. We really only have 2 jobs to do. Yeah. That's very much. But actually, speaking of next time, Wednesday is going to be roadcraft, and next Sunday is going to be snowrunner. So, if I was working to get this phase done, like in record time, I would give out all of my time to SnowRunner, and we just finish it, you know. But I do want to actually get back into roadcraft because I've not been able to play it for long now. So I do actually want to get back into it. I want to finish finish the mines map. I want to, you know, get on to the next one, you know. So we're for the time being, we're going to do both, right? And if in a couple of weeks it looks like I need to spend some more time on SnowRunner in order to get it finished, then I will focus on SnowRunner so we can get it finished before phase 16 comes out. But I think we'll get it done just using Sunday streams, you know? I think we'll get it done. And like I said, if I don't, then I can always switch to twice a week until it is done, and then I can go back to work. Yeah, I would like to get SnowRunner done before phase 16 comes out, just so that I can have a couple of weeks of playing roadcraft twice a week. That would be nice, but we'll see how things go. See? Okay, now Ooh. Down there. Down. Go and grab this one. They look like they're over on the next bit. Far, I think. It actually looks like they could be down here, both of them. Yeah, one there, one there. Actually, let's go and get those first. Then I'm not having to cart a third one on top of the trailer. Top of it. No? Empty. All right. First. Perfect. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And then I can back in there, grab this one. Have to get the last one. Hard lock Azov. I know the Azov doesn't really have a hard lock. Its steering arc is a lot to be desired. That wasn't too bad. Perfect. Beautiful. Right. Brain. Back. Perfect. Go and grab that final barrel. Turning circle of a barge. Don't worry, Azov 6, I still will be. Good old reliable. That's what this guy is, you know. Perfect. Oh, man. Right. Let's go. Marvelous. Head back to the mainland. With both of these trucks, actually. Don't want to be over on this little island anymore. We have everything. Let's just go. Would be really nice just to be able to go like along the shoreline to the port, because that would be the quickest route there. But yeah, that ain't happening. Not with how the shoreline treats trucks. Then again, you do have a consumable to pop off. Maybe that would be the way to go. But let's get these two guys back over to the mainland at the very least, and then we can sit down and work out the logistics of it. Maybe sending the Azov up the coast to the barrels wouldn't be the worst idea. I don't know. I'll have to have a look at the map where we could, shouldn't go. I'm amazed that little ledge that we have to go up doesn't pop tires, you know. I totally suspect it would. Let's get the Mercer over here as well. Cargo. Have a look at where all of this needs to go, because we may even need to get a third truck involved. The more I think on it, the more I'm convinced that we're probably going to need a third truck. Excuse me. Because the Azov has to go up to top of the hill here on the mainland to the third parts of cement there. And then the other trucks go to other locations as well, so they actually have to offload those trucks. There, Mercer. Okay. There, then we can have a look at the whole scenario. Mercer really needs to go that away. Azov needs to go that way. I assume he needs to go that way. That's probably the first for you guys, but that's just me thinking in my head. Where all we need to be going. Various bits and bats here. Come on now. Sideways is not the direction we need right now. Come on. Right. Okay, so we need to take a consumable down to this boat. We also need to take the chemical barrels over to the dock. Now, I was thinking potentially I could put the consumable and the chemical barrels on a truck going this way, down here. Right, drop off the consumable at the boat here, and then carry on along here. But not going across there. But if we then came like around here, would that even be worth it? Not really, to be honest. No, it'd actually be a lot easier just to send one truck down here, drop off the consumable, come back around this way, and then go over over here. Probably just straight back up there and then down the zigzags to the port. That would probably be the easiest way to deliver the chemical barrels. Alright, so that's probably going to be a job for Western Star. We then need to take a consumable with us to the boat over here and get the last two checkpoints. Skywatch also needs two cement, two service parts, so the Azov is needed for that. And then we have this place over there where we need to take two cement. And then we have this guy here that needs to be rescued and brought over here. That would then complete this map. You know, that would actually complete this map at that point. So, I think what I'll do is I'm going to take the Mercer with me. Head down for this here. The Coast Guard is also right there, so that's like literally we'll drive through it. Okay. So I need to pack the cargo. I need to change to the 6. And I need to unpack this. Don't even stop. Come on. Get out of there. All right. I need to come over here. To unload. this guy in the back here. Head out from behind there. That. Pack those down. And I need to grab one consumable. Point that off here as well. So, perfect. Okay, so storage. Pack those down. So, oh. Oh, man alive. Actually, what I might do here, I'm just going to go and deliver this consumable, or attempt to go and deliver this consumable, and get these last two checkpoints, and that's what I'm going to try and do before the end of today, the last bit of the stream. Okay. That seems like a goal that we can aim towards. The rest will have to wait until next time. We'll have to go cross country with a few trucks in order to get to the next locations. This could very well work. So let's see if I can get this done before the end of today. Down this road before. Very snowy, but with only one consumable, it should be nice and light. Boy, right. Right, down to the shoreline we go. Oh, okay. Very nice. Straight off with huge pits. Lovely, okay. on. Go. Steady there. Steady, Lynx. Oh, that's a big rock. I was like, what on earth is that thing? I thought it was like a truck or something. But no, it's just a big old rock. Consumable, perfect. Right, let's get Coast Guard, that's it. One last checkpoint. Let's go. Interesting. Crazy ass rocks there. Really want to drive on those. There we go. Snow bit, yeah. Do not trust that ice at all. Now, I have no other choice but to turn. It is actually a device that I drive on quite regularly, but it doesn't mean that I should. Yeah. What's going to happen? You know what I mean? Quite what you're going to discover. Stop me from getting it. Oi. There we are. What's our percentage now? 65. Nice. Okay, so not bad, not bad. Let's just have a quick recap. We have St. Elmo's Fire to finish. The rest of these are all on the next map. Yep, they're all on the next map. Okay, so that's good. I'm going to deliver that, so I need to get a semi-trailer or a low saddle hauler to go and get that. We have Toxic Trail, 6900 can do that. Dangerous Route, we need to go and get that guy. Also got the Eastern Rock Slide there. No, what's the Eastern Rock Slide? What does that need? Oh no. I didn't realise that. task there. Got Skywatch as well. There's not a lot left to do on this map. Not a lot left to do at all. This map, we have a bunch of stuff to do, but I think once we're one map down, that's a really good spot. Good job there. Hummer, sideboard trailer and bricks, curtain side trailer, more chemical barrels, delightful, I don't even know where they are, and prototype exploration unit, so you do have a lot to do. You do still actually have quite a lot to do. But see how that goes. But that is next week, guys. So thank you very much for joining me today. It was good to make a sizable dent. We started on 51, ended on 65, so that's 15%. If we do another 15% for the next 3 streams, that will be us finished pretty much. So that would be really good if I could manage that, but that all depends. I'll try and do some setup before next week, just so that trucks are in advantageous positions to get us moving forwards, you know. And like I said, join me on Wednesday for some more roadcraft. But until then, guys, that is me done. I'm going to go make some dinner, hang out with Natalie for a while, and enjoy my evening. So, you all have a good day, everyone, and until next time, take care, stay safe, and I shall see you next time. Bye for now, everyone.